So water's just not cutting it. I need Gatorade, don't I? Come on. Yeah, okay. A couple dads got it. All right. All right. All right, sounds like our Croc squad's ready. You guys ready to see some alligators eat? Let me hear ya. Oh man, that was lame. That was lame. All right, last thing. This is what we're feeding today. If you don't want to see that, well, don't watch, all right? Here's what we're gonna do. Make a little noise over here, and that's gonna draw their attention to this side of the pond. Now, I've had a lot of people ask, which ones are alligators, which ones are crocodiles? How do you tell the difference? Well, the fact is, well, it's not physical characteristics that's the biggest difference. It's attitude. And you guys are gonna quickly see the crocodile that we have in here, especially the little girl. But here we go. We're gonna go ahead and jump in pretty quick before they can, oh boy, make their way to me. It looks like I was a little slow today. Oh man, all right. Let's try this again. All right, that's enough room, right? Now, most of the animals in here are American alligators, but all are crocodilians, whoa, which are capable of biting with anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Now, yeah, the alligators, woo, dangerous. This little crocodile, next level. You see, these alligators would natural, she's underwater. I've got to get off this little bank while I can. Woo, boy. All right, she is fast and she's feisty. And she's got my bucket. All right, got some food in her mouth. Whoa. All right, now this can become a pretty dangerous game of hopscotch here. But we've got to move pretty quick. All right, y'all having fun? Oh boy, man. Woo, all right. Keep your eyes on her. You'll notice while I feed, this is a male croc here. Gotta watch him too. He behaves a little better than the girl. Wow. Man. All right, she's already underwater. She's coming at me. Not gonna give me any rest today, it looks like. Where's she at? There she is. You see, this is where they would naturally feed. They're ambush predators. So around the bank, I have to be especially careful. They can lunge out of the water, definitely catch me off guard. But this is abnormal feeding that you wouldn't see in the wild. These animals coming up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here you go, buddy. You're gonna have to hold that for me. Oh man. You see, what you're seeing here is just an extreme example of what goes on in the wild with human interference. These animals, wow, that were once naturally scared of people, they get accustomed to us going into their territory, feeding them from boats and things like that while we're out fishing. And then these animals that were once fearful of people now look at us as a potential source of food. And that's exactly what's going on here. These guys are just used to being hand-fed. Now, again, alligators would prey on much smaller animals naturally than the crocodiles would. Whoa, whoa, all right. But crocodiles are gonna feed on things like a large hoof stock and such. Hence why she's so much more aggressive and really doesn't care whether she's getting the rat or me. Where these alligators, while I've been feeding them much longer, they're definitely after this food. They know I'm their feeder. They're pretty calm and well behaved. We try and tap them on the nose, let them know food's coming, insert food. It's honestly a trained behavior. Yes, it can be dangerous, but those crocs on the other hand, whoo, they really just don't care. Now, yeah, she's hidden, you guys. Let me know if you spot her. There she is. I see her back. I'm gonna get off this little bank again here while I can. If I can, oh boy, there she is. Man, woo! She is something else, extremely fast. We're gonna try and make our way over to the big part of the bank again where I can actually work here. All right, now what I'm trying to do is cover their eyes when I make a move, right? They have great peripheral vision, seeing from left to right, really great. So I try and feed from the front. It's essentially a blind spot. So I'm feeding from the front, tapping them on the nose, avoiding getting on the side of their face. That's where they can strike really fast. Definitely faster than I can move away. Now, got our croc, oh boy. Croc coming out of the water here. Got to keep my eyes on him, even though he is much more well behaved. Now, these are all animals that have been well adapted to life in the water. Couple of things to point out. You'll notice while his mouth is open, you'll see how his throat is closed up. You see, what they will do is they're gonna stay at the water's edge, ambushing predators, or ambushing prey rather, taking them out into the depths where their prey is gonna succumb to drowning. The ability to close that throat up is what keeps them, oh boy, from taking water into their lungs and drowning on their own. Boy. This little girl here, whoo man, that's that several thousand pounds of pressure there. Extremely, extremely fast. And those teeth are very, very sharp. I've had a much smaller crocodile give me reason for about 100 sutures in one of my hands. So I do not play around with that little girl. Now, a couple other cool adaptations to life in the water. The position of his nostrils, right there at the top of his nose there. The eyes right there at the top of the head. That's what allows this guy to come up, take a breath, take a look around, and then submerge again, totally going unnoticed by other animals around him. Again, naturally fearful of people, don't like to be seen very much at all. But at this size, they're pretty much predator-proof animals. But it takes a long time for them to get that big. You'll notice this man right here, this big bull alligator, he's missing a lot of teeth. That's because this is the tail end of breeding season. They've been fighting for the girls literally all season long, and they're smashing teeth, smacking jaws, fighting over the girls, but new teeth are right there, ready to grow back in. So you can already see little teeth coming in on many of these big bull animals. Now, they're getting me caught in this corner here. Whew, gotta be careful. Now, not only are they biting with the strongest jaws in the world, all these bumps here, all the way up their back, up their neck, those are called osteoderms. Those osteoderms are individual bones that are right under the skin that are gonna serve as armor for them. It's not connected to the rest of their skeletal system. It's just there for armor. Now, if you guys happen to snap any good pictures, we love when y'all share them with us on our social media pages. We'd like to see y'all's view of this. But for me, this is just a reptile lover's dream. Being up close with really what is today's living and breathing dinosaurs. Pretty awesome, awesome animals. Many of these guys were on exhibit in Ocarina Springs in the 1950s. They got flooded out. A lot of their alligators escaped. When they were finally recaptured, they came here in the 60s to live out their lives. And you're looking at many of those adults right now. Shows kind of how long they can actually live. The oldest crocodilian in captivity is roughly 115 years old now, give or take a couple years. Pretty awesome just how old they get. But it's a reminder that these little babies, and if you see alligators out in the wild, especially that aren't full grown yet, they have a long life to live, but plenty of predators that can take them out along the way. An animal this size is going to be well over 10 or 20 years old, easy, before they become that quote-unquote predator-proof guy. In the meantime, they get eaten by other alligators, skunks, raccoons, big fish, you name it, everything loves just a little baby alligator. Now, these are opportunistic feeders. That means I could continue throwing food at these guys literally all day, and they're gonna consume until they're overflowing. They're gonna store up fat in their tails, but our goal here is to make sure that we don't create obese and in turn unhealthy animals. So that is all the rats we're giving out today. Whether they feel like that's enough or not, we have to be responsible zookeepers here. In the wild, they don't know when that next meal is gonna come, so they take advantage. They'll go up to a year without feeding, just surviving off that fat in their tail. So, because of that, it looks like I'm leaving with both hands, both feet, all 9.5 fingers. Thank you to Croc Squad. Give them a big round of applause, please. And thank you all so much for supporting what we're doing here. And I am gonna try and make a quick but safe exit. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting what we're doing. All right, Croc Squad, you guys can line up first. We're gonna have some animals out for you to pet and meet.